What's up, everybody? It's been a while. It's me, B, and today we're going to be talking about the most anticipated movies and shows I have in 2024. I am working on my favorite movies of 2023 video, and it's completed recording, and I'm just editing it right now, but I realized some of my favorite things coming out this year are coming out today, since we're 8, 9, 10 days into the year. I figured I should give this topic a quick video just to address what we're looking forward to this year. On the movie front, it's kind of the year of the sequel for some strange reason, especially with Dune 2, which was my most anticipated movie last year until it got pushed, kind of leading that race in March. I'm absolutely enthralled with Denis Villeneuve's take on Dune. I could not be more excited for this film. First, Dune was my favorite film of 2021. I can't wait for them to finally bring us the sequel. And not too shortly after Dune, we're going to be getting Deadpool 3. I mean, I've been waiting a long time for Deadpool 3. I feel like those movies either are just as great, the first and the second one, as the previous, or they get better and better slightly. All the rumored guest appearances and the for sure Hugh Jackman in Deadpool 3, it's the team up we've been waiting for. I cannot wait for this film, especially with Ryan Reynolds once again teaming up with the director of Free Guy. It's gonna be a blast, and I cannot wait to see it. There's a reason it's one of the most anticipated movies of the year for a lot of people. And our other sequel, or I guess prequel, is Furiosa. I'm going blank when this one exactly comes out, but I was not expecting this movie to come out so fast. We got Anya Taylor-Joy playing the young version of Charlize Theron's Furiosa from Mad Max Fury Road, and Chris Hemsworth with a prosthetic nose and a weird voice as a really sensational looking villain. I am so excited for this movie. It looks super cinematic and pure adrenaline energy that the original Mad Max Fury Road brought. We're doing it again. What more could you want? Two movies that are not sequel, weird to say that, super exciting prospects to me are Kinds of Kindness, the next movie by Yorgos Lanthimos. He already released Poor Things last year, which was one I really enjoyed. You'll see how much in the top 10 movies of last year video, but it's another team up with him, Emma Stone. We got Hunter Schafer joining the cast, as well as Jesse Plemons. It looks phenomenal, even though I've seen nothing about it. Just the team up again, and the fact that he's on a roll right now. I feel like he hasn't released a bad movie. I know there's a couple I haven't seen, but anytime he drops something, it's gonna be on my list of most anticipated. Another movie I'm really excited to see is Love Lies Bleeding. It's the next film from Rose Glass, director of Saint Maud, starring Kristen Stewart and Ed Harris. It is a neon-soaked revenge film with a little bit of pulpiness and some female bodybuilder moments. I don't know what all this movie is going to entail, but it looks absolutely great, and the trailer 100% sold me. It looks like a fun time, a wild time, and coming from May 24, probably going to be a weird time. And that brings us to shows, because a lot of the movies I'm interested in probably haven't been announced yet, and kind of the same with shows. But the reason we're doing this video is because of Marvel Studios' Echo. I was excited for the series because of more Kingpin and maybe a little more Daredevil. When that trailer dropped a month back, and they've been dropping more and more trailers since with the announcement that this show is TVMA, bringing us back to that gritty, dark Netflix Marvel side of things, I was enthralled. This immediately skyrocketed to the top of the list of shows I wanted to watch, and it comes out tonight. Like, all 5 episodes are dropping. It's probably going to take me a couple days to watch those because I have work, but I am so excited for Echo. I can't wait. I'm so glad we're doing this again. And also on the Marvel front, some point near the end of the year, unless it gets delayed, we should be getting Agatha Darkhold Diaries. I'm also excited for that one, especially with the addition of Aubrey Plaza. Coming up in the next couple months here, we also have Shogun on, I believe FX is doing that one. I'm extremely excited for that show. I've been interested in reading the books just with the time period and the history it goes over, and found out that both my dad and my grandpa have either read or have thought about reading those books. So really weird coincidence there, but excited for the show. The trailer looks gritty, sprawling world building, everything you'd want in a show like that. And on the note of sprawling world building, we're getting The Last Airbender, live action from Netflix. The trailers look promising. I am going into it with some trepidation because of M. Night Shyamalan's take on live action. It kind of scared me, and I now don't know where I sit with live action Last Airbender, if we even need it, but I think this trailer looks great, and it captures a lot of the energy that the original TV show did, and I'm hoping it stays with that. I'm hoping it's phenomenal. Some other shows later in the year, I'm not exactly sure when they're coming out. We have that really cute looking, probably kids show, stop motion Pokemon New Horizons. It's kind of like Animal Crossing Resort, but with Pokemon. I love it. Like slice of life Pokemon, we need a lot more of that. It's going to be on Netflix, I believe. I thought it just looked so cute, and like it would be a lot of fun, especially with how big Pokemon still is now. I feel like it's getting bigger by the day. And at some point this year, it was probably at the top of my list of shows I wanted to watch next year. The Sympathizer adaptation, I believe it's by Park Chan-wook and A24, tale of the Vietnam War, and it goes over the perspectives of various double agents working within that and the true weight of the war and how it affects the people that lived in it. It's based off the novel, which I read last year. It was a phenomenal book. It was heartfelt, it was painful, it was dark, twisted, and weird at certain points, and there's a couple scenes, one involving squids, that I would prefer not to see on live action, but judging by the directing duo we met. Super excited for this film, a great cast of leads, and then having Robert Downey Jr. back up all of your secondary American characters with different hairdos, another phenomenal idea. I'm so excited for that show whenever it does drop. And this kind of wraps up this segment video. It's supposed to be a quick one. I don't know how long it'll be after being on the editing room floor. There's a lot of great stuff coming out this year, and after the phenomenal year for film and movies last year, I could not be more excited to go into this one. And though this channel may be having some changes, I'll be splitting my time up. I'm going to be starting a new channel for my writing and reading journey, and I'm really trying to focus on my craft more so than just consuming media this year. But I'm super excited to start this journey with you, and if you've ever supported this channel at all, thank you so much. Leave a like below if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you next time.